Right. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be sturdy enough for me. To be honest, Fatty. But I see what you're saying. You see, I like the P1X because I like the fact that it's effectively a whole bunch of rails and you can attach things onto the rails. I like that kind of modularity aspect to it. T-Rex, thank you for 9 months. Time for a baby, Twitch baby. Thank you, T-Rex. Roscal, almost on 4 years. Thank you, dude. You had your wrist broken during a seizure as someone restrained you. Wow. Why would anybody do that? That's crazy, man. Trucker Chris, double top, not double top, double 10. Time flies when you're having fun. Thank you, dude. You have the Spanard simulation rig, you're steady enough for direct drive, you can play FPS, and they sell a flight sim thing for joysticks. Spanard simulation rig. I don't know if I've seen that one, hang on. No, I don't think I've seen this one. Designed and built in Canada? Blimey. I suspect that's going to cost a fortune to ship to the UK. That's the only downside with that. I'll have a look around though. I'm good, thank you, Trucker Chris. How are you? Where are we going? Norway.
Straight on.
We're going up the west side of Sweden to Norway, basically. You've almost fainted before because you fell on the floor and I started blacking out to sit down. I passed out once. When I was a teenager. I think when I was 13, 14. Actually, no, it might have been 15. I just went through this phase for a couple of years where every time I stood up quickly from sitting down, I'd feel the blood kind of drain and feel like I was blacking out. And then this one time it actually happened. Like I got up, felt this feeling again, ignored it, walked into a kitchen, picked up a tray full of my tea, and then woke up with my mother just leaning over the top of me trying to wake me up, going, Paul, Paul, like this. I was like, whoa, what happened? Ow, my head. I just passed out in the kitchen, went bang, like a sack of spuds. I had beans all over me. Well, there goes my tea. Yeah, 90. It normally synchronises on the hour usually, so probably 9 PM it'll synchronise. I have not been to Norway, no. I could have gone to Norway. I got invited there by the people that made that, was it Bering Sea Fishing or something? That game? They invited me to fly me over and, you know, for the game launch and stuff. And it was tempting offer because I was thinking, oh, I've never been to Norway. They're really cool, you know. But I just couldn't see myself playing that game. So I just went, you know what? I'm not really into like fishing simulators. I just can't do this. So yeah. I think so, WH. I think that's what's happening, because I did grow quite quickly. So it was just a phase. It's the police. Was it very far from nowhere actually to come? Do you know what, Chris? I can't remember. I remember asking White then how far it was from him. I've got a feeling it was like, I don't know, maybe like halfway up the coastline. It was on the coast. I just can't remember how far up. It was quite a bit north of like Oslo and stuff. What do I think of Volvo cars? Never owned one. I mean, I think I've never owned one because they don't appeal to me. So something about them doesn't appeal to me. So I've never owned one. Yeah, I've not been on the Shard either. It's quite expensive to go on the Shard. I think it's like, I don't know, £30 or something? £40? It's not cheap. I wonder how you're going to have your setup, Simple Sim. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to wrestle with in my head, is how I'm going to lay out in this room, what changes I'll have to make in this room. You ever sleepwalked as a kid? Not really. Why do you want to pay 40 quid for climbing a gherkin? It's not a gherkin. It's a Shard. Gherkin's a different building. The Shard is the pointy one. The gherkin is the one that looks a bit like a gherkin. It's like round. When you visit Svalbard, you need to bring a rifle. Wow. Hey, Rubber Ducky. Yeah, the walkie-talkie building's weird. It's such a bizarre shape. What the heck? Rip that guy. How's he managed that? Yeah, that's not dangerous at all. Kingpin snapped, yeah. I don't think I've ever seen that in the AI before. I don't think it was a custom event. I'm trying to work out how that happened.
Then take the exit right. Take the exit right.
No, I don't think it was a random event either, so I'm trying to work out what that was. How's the AI managed to do that? Unless it got hit by something, maybe. Would it be correct to assume you modded the profile you plan tonight? This is my oldest profile,
Go straight
and it
on.
is always modded. The only time I play Euro Truck without any mods is if I'm basically showing some new map expansion from SES and then I change to a profile where I have no mods on it. I don't get that problem, Flamingo. I use Jazzycat mods all the time and I don't see an FPS drop like that. Make sure you've got the latest pack though. It kind of sounds like one of them's bugged. Like if you've got an incompatible Jazzycat mod, sometimes you can see like bizarre triangles coming from the vehicle, and that's going to kill your FPS. So just make sure you've got all the latest ones that are compatible 135. Because he's changing them all the time. Rye, thank you for 38 months.
Go straight on.
Jay Ryan, no worries, man. No worries. Oh look, I've lost all the soapy suds off the top of my drink. It's almost normal. What am I drinking? It's a lemon squash, I think. We ran out of orange and mango. Yeah, maybe. Well, I'm off to Scotland filming VR 180 in a tractor. Goal's already been on, Kelly. We're heading to Drammen in Norway. I changed this map. Can't really see where we are. E6. Coming up to a toll road, I think. Farmer squirrel. Yeah, I'm hoping to get, like, put a bucket on there and move some earth, and then get a fork on there and move some bales of hay and stuff. That kind of thing. One Jarrett, thank you for 43 months, 3 days and 4 days a week. What? Legit Rob, have a good evening. Yeah, the place I'm going to, like the farm, just gonna focus on the tractor for this video, but I might go back in the future because they do other things that you can do. Farms and Thursdays are very much missed. I don't know, Bob. I don't think... I remember the view counts sort of... Like, looking at the view counts and thinking they're not, like, clearly not that much interest here. What's the reason why you never got involved in the 5M GTA stuff? Mostly because of the language. Things that people say on stream isn't like... I can't control what other random people on the internet on the server say. Must be a picture here somewhere. Take that. That's some nice bridges around here. Need to drive this route one day. The sky outside your window is exactly that colour, Dr. D. Nice. Yeah, I mean, for guys like Muttley and Sommy and Mad Mick and the rest, like there was an awful lot of work that they had to do every week. And I don't think I'm wrong in saying it became a bit of a chore at times. That was like another factor in the maybe this has run its course kind of thing. I don't think so, Bob. I think it was lower than that at one point. Like, he just basically went like that, Bob. And if you got a new map, it'd go up a little bit and then just do that again. Like, other games were drawing in much better views, so they were obviously more popular. Yeah, but the trouble is, Motley, is like if you do one now and again, it kind of sets a bit... You can't just do a farm. You'd have to basically run it for like 3 or 4 weeks in order to complete the farm. And then when you stop, people go, I thought we were doing farming.
Take the exit right.
So it's hard to just do it for like a one-off.
Go around the roundabout, 3rd exit. Take the exit.
Indeed, Dave. Just to be clear, I have no plans to go back to Farm Sim. Maybe we could do it as a Christmas special, maybe. Farm Sim 21. It's not even announced. Does it get burned out? There was a number of factors that fed into that decision, you know. That was only one of them. At the time that I stopped doing it, a lot of the mods that used to make really great farms on Farm Sim, a lot of them were just really fed up of struggling to make mods on the platform because Giants had made it so very difficult. And that meant that we couldn't get like really interesting farms all the time. Which was a factor in it, really. Because you want to be playing on interesting maps, that's the whole thing. Because the game's mechanics don't change. The only thing that changes are the map that you play on and the vehicles that you use, right? So if you can't get a nice supply of those to keep it fresh, it just becomes very stale. Farm Sim 21 is Farm Sim 14 with added ducks. Well, they put horses in last time. Maybe they'll put pigs in this time. McKayon, thank you for 59 months. Also, life updates. I'm going to start studying at university this coming week. I'll be studying to become a nurse. I'm excited. Nice. Lots of people heading to uni in a few weeks.
Take the exit.
Yeah, it's quite difficult to make mods for Farm Sim 19 compared to 17. It is. What I'm really just flabbergasted with is the fact that like loads of other farming games started to spring up and not one of them has managed to sort of compete and just be
turn ahead.
Like way better than Farm Sim. It's just bizarre to me. Like, cattle and crops are supposed to be the one that knocked Farm Sim 19 off its perch, but it just didn't. It's a killer. Release or upcoming games looking forward to. Well, you've got the new Microsoft Flight Sim, but that's only next year. You've got Call of Duty in October, which I'm still on the fence about, but I'll have a look at. You've got the new Ghost Recon game, which
then take the exit right.
I'd like to have a look at because I'm not allowed to express an opinion about the closed beta, but I may have a look at the game when it comes out. Then you've got the Bush, what's it called? I can never remember the name of the game. The Bush Pilot thing that Chris is doing. Which, who knows when that's coming out. That should have been out already. Transport Fever 2 is definitely on the list of games to look at. Dead Stick, yeah, Dead Stick. I was kind of hoping Dead Stick release date would have been announced by now, but it's all gone very quiet. So I don't know when that's coming out. I'm hoping it's 2019, but I reckon maybe not. But Transport Fever 2 looks great.
Take the exit.
Yeah, there's a snow edition of Mud Runner called Snow Runner, but I don't know what the release date is on that. Alright, Chris. Long Dark Episode 3. Yeah, I mean...
Right turn ahead.
I see them on Twitter, they're recruiting people all the time, and yet there's just no content released for that game.
Right.
It's just bizarre. I just can't understand, given how much they've grown that company, that they're just not knocking out episodes. I can only imagine they're working on another game. It's the only thing I can think of. KSP 2 definitely I'll try, but that's not till next year, so that's kind of... KSP 2 is like Microsoft Flight Sim, isn't it? It's just next year.
Take the exit.
New Call of Duty pre-release is out for this weekend. When you say pre-release, what do you mean? You can try it.
You have reached your destination.
Yeah, we've reached it, but where do we go exactly? Okay, how do we get in there? Is that the gate? Because that doesn't look very big. Okay, this is ridiculous, because that gate's not even... It's not even opening very much, look. There's just no way. There's actually no way this is ever going to go in there. Oh, that's clippable now. That's clippable. That's interesting. That changes things. That game makes a weird noise when it clicks. I'll have to do this another run. Need to move the trailer over.
Oh, yeah.
D-Storm. Can't figure out how to send the bits. I just thought, so I'll do it this way. Because your channel, I've bought ATS, all the DLC, a G920, a shifter, and my summer car. Wow, bro. Yeah, I mean, we can give you help with the bits. Thank you for the $20. Buying bits is quite easy. And we can tell you how to use them. No problem. Oh boy. This is a awkward space. Because the trailer, this particular trailer just doesn't lend itself to this kind of drop off. He wants it exactly here. Oof. That was a bit awkward. But thank you, D-Storm. Appreciate the support, sir. Thursday stream next week now. Should be back to normal next week. As in Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Happy anniversary.
Alright, I think we've got enough time for another quick journey. Nothing too long. Thank you for 49 months, King Awesome. Where should we go?
Welcome back.
Estonia with some hospital waste. Ew. That sounds nasty. That's not even a journey. It's like drive to the coast, hop on a ferry, hop on a ferry. That's a really bizarre journey. $72 tons on that trailer. No, on that truck. Nope. Already done a boat. Excavator back through Sweden. That goes back where we came from. I have what? Oh, 2 Carls in chat. Carl Leonard and Carl Downs. It happens. Let's take that for the lols. Actually, because it's in Oslo, isn't it? Mom! Yes, dear.
Turn right.
Squirrel's cheating again, Mom. Well, you know it's a cheaty squirrel. Yeah, Mom. It's a quick short one. Well, it's mostly driving across Norway, then it's just ferry. Why would I do that? Because it's a long way. Just to drive for my trailer. To get something that's semi-interesting. Semi-interesting. Your postal link wasn't looking 90. Hang on, I think I see it. One sec. Oh, I see what you mean. Right. I get it now. Yeah, so you basically, you keep the screens there and you can like wheel the racing rig out and wheel a chair in. I get it. When you teleport, you can never find your pickup sign. You just look on the sat nav. It shows you where you're going. Just look for the end of the red line, and there'll be like a delivery point pickup.
Turn left. Left turn ahead.
Into Deco. See you later, bro.
Turn left. Then Turn left.
I don't mind that out of all the sat-nav voices I've heard, this is the one
Turn left.
that's least intrusive that I've heard so far.
Left turn ahead.
Like, he doesn't annoy me, you know? He just gives you, like, concise information in a relatively smooth way. I quite like it. Well, he is Irish. That's the whole point. He is Irish.
Right turn ahead. Turn right.
Right, got enough fuel. We don't need that. How's the Squirrel voice pack coming along? Okay, so if that was a project, imagine that I just bought a brand new whiteboard and put it on the wall and said, Dave, this is the voice pack project, and then I hadn't even written on Squirrel voice pack project. That's where we're at with that project. That's how far progressed that is, Dave. It's a whiteboard. Like, of all the things I'm doing right now, that one isn't even on the radar. Well, Jaws, to quote everybody else in this industry, it'll be done when it's ready. Oh, what is it? It's ready when it's ready. There you go. That's what everybody says now. It's ready when it's ready.
Take the exit.
Maybe get Mrs. Squirrel. Yeah, because that definitely won't involve me. Because she knows how to record her own voice and then volume equalize it.
Keep left.
She knows how to do all that. And she knows what's required and what files she has to make. So that won't take any of my time. I don't call it procrastination, I call it prioritization, Bob. Dave, just do your own voice pack. Just call it the Libido voice pack. Do you know what? We was at the pub quiz on Friday, and we called our team name Carried by Dave. He didn't do a very good job of carrying us. Like, we didn't even... I don't think we were even in the top 10. Probably not even the top 40 out of all those tables.
Exit right. Take the exit right.
I don't think a voice pack from Dave would be streamable by me, no. No, Dave, that was the only one. There was a number of answers that I gave. Like, for example, the one that was 9.4 centimeters, Dave. And I said the answer's 9. And then everybody else on the table was going, the answer's 9. Yeah, we know that. 9's the answer. And we're like, yeah, we've already got 9. And then right at the end, somebody changed it to 10. Because they said 9.4 to the... It said 9.4 to the nearest whole number, which is obviously 9. If you know your rounding rules, it's 9. And somebody went, no, it's 10. I think it was you, Dave? I think it was you that said 10. So we changed it to 10, and the answer was 9. And then Dave went up and complained. Dave went up and complained about the answer. I don't know what they said to him. But he didn't say anything when he came back. So I'm guessing they said, nope, it's 9. And that wasn't the only one, Dave. There was a couple of others that I gave the answers to and people changed it.
Go around the roundabout, first exit. Take the exit.
Jeez, man, what are they doing? Yeah, heading off network. Have a good one. Need to study for railway engineering MVQ level 2. Oof. Yeah, you 9.5 and upwards you round up. Anything under 9.5, 9.4999999 is rounded down.
Second exit.
That's the way the rounding rules work.
Take the exit.
I think you got them on a technicality, Dave, and they didn't like it. What did they actually say to you? But what you're not considering, Dave, is the item can shrink. Which you didn't think about that, Dave. The item can shrink and grow.
Happy anniversary. Letter.
To a bud, thank you for 26 months. Happy trucking.
Left turn ahead. Turn left.
No, we can't say what the question was because it's not PG. This is like the adult-only pub quiz we're talking about here. Very few questions are PG, and that one certainly wasn't. The thing I'd say about this MP3 is the steering's a little bit twitchy.
Keep right. Then
Like,
take the exit.
Very
right.
small movement of the wheel translates to quite a lot of movement.
Take the exit right.
Wait, where are we going? We're going all the way down here so that we can come all the way back up. The heck? Oh, that's a different road, this one. You even messaged Whistle on Facebook. Lol. It's not like it's going to make any difference to us winning, Dave.
Go around the roundabout, first exit.
Wait, if you go off the first exit, you never go around the roundabout. You can't say go around the roundabout first exit, because they don't work that way. Actually, Dave, aren't they publishing all the answers to the pub quizzes? With everybody's results and stuff? A Nuthouse pub quiz? You can't have a Nuthouse pub quiz. I'll tell you why, Shoot Bandits. Because everybody would just look up the answers on the internet. You'd have people sat there with one page watching the stream and another page on Google. That's exactly what's going to happen in any kind of quiz. Andy, how you doing, sir? I'm well, thanks, mate.
Go straight on.
time limit of 5 seconds. People can Google quickly, you know. Google get your results in like 0.2. Well, I'll be honest, Dave. Most of us weren't Googling. One of us was Googling. It wasn't me and it wasn't you. Like some people, some team, the winning team got 3 or 4 questions wrong across 70 questions. And you think, really? Exactly, who were the chasers? Exactly. Like professional pub quizzes. The whole point of the pub quiz is you're supposed to be extremely drunk and pretty much get some answers, you know? That's the way it's supposed to go. But you've got these people who probably sit there drinking iced water on the internet and they're like, oh, we got 3 wrong. Well, you know, we can't get 100%, that looks suspicious. Yeah, a couple of the answers are not Googleable, Dave, and funnily enough, 2 or 3 rounds are not Googleable. That's not true. The music one is, because there's an app that lets you listen to stuff and can tell you what it is. So that entire round is Googleable. There's only really the one with the leaflet. There's only really that's not, you know, you can't really use Google for it. Your pub team virtually got none right. I gotta admit, when it came to the puzzle round, like the leaflet thing, I think if it wasn't for Dre, I don't think we'd have got anything on that one. Oh, we would have got 1 actually. Dre was all over that. He was like sat there working it all out.